Hi everybody! We are going to do an unboxing video today. The unboxing video of a Dual-Lite EXquIsiTe exit sign, new old stock, WEP. This means this light has a battery backup. I received two of these today. They are courtesy of YouTube user MotorMaster K100. So Travis, I want to thank you so much for sending these out to me. I've already hooked up one and the charger works pretty well. So now we're going to go ahead and unbox this one. Got all the manuals and everything with them. That is so cool. Manuals for both the AC only EXquisiTes and the battery pack kit. And inside this is one single phase Dual-Lite EXquisiTe exit sign with emergency pack. Trying my best not to destroy the box as I take it out. Should be trying not to destroy the sign. One thing that's interesting about these signs already, I've already taken one out of the box as I said and hooked it up. One thing that's interesting about these signs is when you look on the bottom, you see the knockouts on most of the signs. And I just learned something today. I did not know that the knockouts didn't come already knocked out. You have to actually knock the bottoms out if you want knockouts. And since Travis was so generous to retrofit these with two green LED sticks, I'm probably not going to knock those out. As on a lot of LED signs, like the Lithonia Signature Series with self-diagnostics you see behind me, they actually don't have knockouts on the bottom. This is what the EXquisiTe looks like on the inside. And right over here is what the EXquisiTe looks like when it's on and illuminated. You can see the LED sticks right there. You can see the inside of the battery pack. And of course, if you want to see it on battery power, that can be arranged. Let me pull the plug over here, and these might not stay on very long because I just attached the battery and plugged it in. An EXquisiTe on battery power. Now, the WEP EXquisiTes are hooked up, again, I've learned something new today, a little differently than the EmergiLite signs that these will be replacing. Now, most signs would have the AC lamps and the DC lamps connected through the board on the charger board. These, you hook the AC lamps and the charger board together when you're hooking up the sign, and then you cap them with wire nuts, and those will all go back in the battery pack. And now, through the magic of post-production, we will now see these signs installed. And here, of course, is what the EXquisiTes look like when they are installed. Of course, these have, like I mentioned before, the ultra bright LED modules in them. So they do a pretty good job of lighting up the garage, a lot better than the bulbs that I was using in my old EmergiLite exit signs. Now, if you'll recall, my EmergiLite exit sign was mounted right here in this corner. And as you can see, the Dual-Lite's EXquisiTe switch for the battery pack is on the right side of the sign. Well, obviously, if I would have mounted it right here where the EmergiLite sign was, the battery would have been depressed by the wall because it is on the right side, mounting it on this. So I had some holes right here already, so I just went ahead and mounted it here. Now another thing to point out before we run these through a 30-second test cycle, I turn off the lights and all that, is my Lithonia light over here. If you'll recall, if you've seen my other video, the heads on this were broken off. Now if you'll recall from my Dual-Lite LM1 video, I had a broken 4-volt Lithonia ELM2 light with the same exact housing as the 6 ELM2P, and what I did was I took the heads off the ELM2 light that was broken and opened up each of the heads with a flathead screwdriver and took the bulbs out of the 6 ELM2P and put them into the slots on the heads that came off the ELM2, and since they were both in the same housing, I just screwed those heads right down on top of the old housing, and they seem to work just fine. Time to turn the lights off. We're going to see the EXquisiTes in the dark. Here's the one down here. We're going to back up, kind of give you a fuller perspective. Here's the other one. And now we're going to run through an emergency power cycle. And of course we are on an emergency power cycle now. Here is one EXquisiTe on battery power. Down here is the other Dual-Lite EXquisiTe on battery power. And up here, as you can see, the 4-volt heads that were retrofitted with 6-volt bulbs and hooked into the 6-volt board are doing quite fine, are doing just as well or even better than the other 6 ELM2P down here. Just because I'm not that confident in the ability of the heads, I'm probably going to switch this out with the Dual-Lite LM1 unit that I have, or since we have Dual-Lite signs here now, locate an EZ2 unit. But those are pretty expensive, so I'll have to wait till the price comes down before I get one. Anyway, I would like to thank Travis, YouTube user MotorMaster K100, once again for these wonderful signs. They are my favorite signs ever made, and now I have a couple in service.